Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Sorry that it has taken me so long to be back on YouTube, but now I am back for as long as you guys want, so be sure to leave your video requests and whatnot down below and I will get to each and every single one of them. But yeah, I was just taking time off over the Christmas and New Year break. I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas and an amazing New Year. Please tell me what you did, or even if you just celebrated a holiday or whatnot, please tell me what you guys did. I would love to hear that. But yeah, I was just taking some time off to spend with my family members while they're on holidays. So now I'm back on YouTube. I have a ton of spare time, which means a ton of time to film for you guys. So you'll be getting plenty of videos a week from me. So leave your requests down below and I'll write them down and get to each and every single one of them. But in today's video, I thought I would come back with the new year with one of my testing videos. It's been a hot minute since I've done one of these. So today I'm finally getting around to doing the brand W7. W7 is available here at Chemist Warehouse. Everything is $5 or $10 just depending on the product. I also get some of my W7 off eBay. So yeah, you guys have wanted this one for ages, so I thought perfect way to start the year and video kickoff sort of thing. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you did, and let's just get onto the video. Okay, I'm going to start with my eyes. That's pretty standard for me. I have this W7 Lemon Meringue Anti-Redness Eye Primer. So this is just what it looks like. It's actually a really cool little pot device. I picked this up on eBay. It was about $4.99, I believe. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in. And I just use this one with my fingers. It's actually super, super creamy. Okay, I'll set that down with my sheer loose powder. Mine's in the shade Honey. So this is just a loose powder. And you guys can see the massive difference just from using the primer and setting it down. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be taking the Naughty 9 Shades of Eye Color. So these were supposed to be dupes for the MAC ones. I'm not sure what the MAC ones are called. I think they're just called MAC x9. Now they do have 4 shades of these. If you guys follow me on Instagram or have been for a while, you would have seen me post all of these. I haven't actually got around to using any of them, but I think this is the one I'm going to use today. This one is called Midsummer Nights. It's just a gorgeous reddy goldy type of warm eyeshadow. But then I have this one here, which is Arabian Nights, which is kind of like your more neutrals. And then this one here, which is more lavenders, purples. This one is Bangkok Nights. And then the last one is A Hard Day's Night, which is blue. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this warm, reddy, goldy one today. So that is what it looks like. You do get your arrays of mattes and shimmers, which is what I like about this one. So that's why I'm going to use it today. I'll insert a little swatch picture for you guys. I mean, they're not the greatest pigmented eyeshadows. W7 isn't my favorite go-to eyeshadow because they are kind of chalky, not the greatest. But honestly, if you're on a budget or whatnot, you can seriously make it work. So, and for $5, you can't really go wrong. So just a little thought. So I'm going to start off with taking these 2 matte pinky type of shades, and I'm going to run that into my crease just on a fluffy brush. Sometimes I find with these W7 eyeshadows, they might not be the greatest pigmentation when you swatch them, but when you transfer them onto the eyes, they actually do give off a lot more pigment than a finger swatch on your hand sort of thing, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to dabble into the red shades. I'm going to take this matte pinky sort of shade, mauvey type of shade, and again build that into my crease and outer V. And then I'm going to take the 2 reddy shades next to it and kind of pack that in the outer V as well. I'm going to take the gold at the top of the palette. I'm just going to wet my brush with a bit of water and then just pack that sort of on the inner quarter that is left a bit bare. Okay you guys, so my eyelashes are on. These are super dramatic eyelashes. Obviously I like these so much. These are the Red Cherry 48s. I get these off eBay. I'll have them linked down below if you want to check them out yourself. Obviously they're not for the faint-hearted, but I thought why not chuck these on. Now I'm going to pop some mascara on top of those just to blend the two together. This is the W7 Absolute Lashes Mascara. Sorry, the lighting's probably gonna make the packaging look funny, but this is basically supposed to be a dupe for the Benefit They're Real, if you couldn't tell by the packaging, as well as the brush if you've ever seen that brush. But it is a really good mascara and it's only $5 here in Australia, so sorry about my hair you guys. It is boiling hot. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I am going to move on to my face. So we're going to start off with some primer. I recently just picked up this Prime Magic Anti-Redness Camera Ready Primer. It just looks like this. Now I do have the standard one which is clear, which I'm pretty sure you can get in like most Chemist Warehouses. I've seen it, but I saw this one as a new little addition to my Chemist Warehouse. So I thought I'm going to pick it up and test it out. I'm not sure how well it's going to correct the anti-redness, but we will see. Again, $5. I really enjoy the clear one, and I know a lot of other people do enjoy the clear one, so I hope this one is good as well. So that's kind of just a indication of what it looks like. In terms of redness, I don't think it's done much for my redness at all, but it feels good on the skin. I'm just going to let it sink in, do its thing, and then we will do foundation. Okay, so I've got two foundations that I could possibly use. One that you guys haven't seen in any videos before, and then one that you have. This one I've talked about a fair few times. I really do enjoy it. It's lightweight, fairly good coverage. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this one, but I do actually like it. So this is the W7 Genius Lightweight Feather Light Foundation, a really good one. Yeah, but I have used this before. If you guys want another video on this, or I'll do another testing W7 in the future, which I can include this, but I think I'm going to use this one today, which is a fairly new one to the W7 range. This is W7 Singing in the Rain Waterproof Foundation. I thought that this one would be more appealing to you guys. I just want to say something about W7 foundations. If you guys are aware, their foundation selection with shade range is horrible. They only have about 5 shades in the range, and most of them are all pinky based. The only one I find is the most yellow base is the lightest one, which is buff. So I usually pick up 2 shades. I usually pick up natural beige and buff. I'm a little bit more tan because we are in summer here in Australia, but I still might have to mix the two together. But anyways, this is what I'm going to use today. So I'm just going to pump amounts of these on the back of my hand to sort of adjust the shade. It ain't going to be perfect. I already know that, so bear with me, guys. And I'm kind of just gonna spread that around my face. And I'm just gonna blend it in with my normal foundation brush. Okay, so here is how my face is looking after 1.5 pumps of each, and I still have a decent amount left on the back of my hand. As you can see, it is super glowy. It doesn't say anything about being matte. The back just says Waterproof foundation will keep your skin looking flawless and fresh all day. It won't smudge, budge, or run in the rain. So as you guys can see, like when I applied it, it wasn't that bad in terms of coverage. It does look super shiny right now, which I'm not a fan of, but we're about to set it, and I don't know if you can see, but it's slowly starting to oxidize on my neck and go super pinky. So I did have to use my beauty blender to kind of get a bit of the excess product, because I think I did use way too much, but it's not too bad. And just letting you guys know, I mixed this shade Natural Beige and Buff, if you didn't hear me say that earlier. So yeah, it does oxidize, it is super pinky. I mean, I can probably get away with it, but like I said, they're not my favorite foundations. I wouldn't go to them, if that makes sense. If you're super pale and can get away with Buff, then that's probably a good thing for you, seeing as they are only $5 foundations. But anyways, I'm going to move on to concealer. Now, I don't really like their concealer range, and the only one I sort of can put up with is this one here, which is the Skin Fresh concealer. And I actually do enjoy the Skin Fresh foundation. I haven't used it in ages. Like, one of my first videos on my channel, when I kind of started back up again, was a review on this and that. Don't go watch it, guys. It's a pretty awful video. So I am going to apply my concealer. Again, shades aren't that great in the concealers. Like I said, this is fair. This one's super liquidy. So the concealer has a natural finish, as it suggests. If you like that, then I would probably go towards this concealer. It's nothing like major full coverage, but then again, it isn't honestly the worst for what you pay. Now I'm going to set my concealer, and I'm going to be using the W7 Banana Dreams. So it is just a loose yellow banana powder. So that is my under eye. I actually like this banana powder. It brightens, it sets, it's actually really good. So this is definitely one of the products that I would highly recommend. Now I'm going to go set the rest of my face with the Sheer Loose powder again that I used at the start to set my eyes with. Okay, so my face is looking matte, dried down now. Definitely I'm starting to look not as bad as what it was turning out to be. So yeah, this one, highly recommend Banana Dreams. Also the Sheer Loose powder I actually really do enjoy. Now let's move on to some bronzing. I'm going to use my Honolulu bronzer, which is just one of the box bronzers. I absolutely love this bronzer. I use this actually quite a lot. I then have Africa. It's like a bronzy blush. I'm going to put that over the top and see what it looks like, because I haven't actually used this one. I feel like it's probably more of a blush now that I'm looking at what I just did. Now I'm going to do a little bit of baking with that Sheer Loose powder. And let's fill in my brows. So I have the W7 Super Brows. This is just a super definition eyebrow pencil. So you kind of get spoolie on one end and the pencil on the other end. I also have the Twist and Shape, which again is like the diagonal sort of brow pencil, and then spoolie on the other end. And then they also have Brow Parlor, which is this little eyebrow kit. You get your powders and your wax, I don't know what I'm gonna use. I think I'll use this today just because it's easy and I prefer more of a natural powder brow. So I'm just gonna use the lighter shade to start off with. The only thing I really don't like about these brow powders is they're very red toned, so I'm just going to finish off my eyes. I'm just going to go back into that palette, take the two matte pinky mauve shades and run that underneath my lower lash line. Okay, so I'm going to take their smoother blush, which looks like this in the shade Born Pretty. I am absolutely obsessed with this blush. This is one of my go-to blushes, if I'm honest with you guys. I love it. It's matte. It's a gorgeous pinky coral color. It's so pigmented. Goes with anything. And I just love it. And then for highlighter, of course, I'm going to be taking the Glow Commotion highlighter. Again, if you guys are long watchers on my channel, you would know that this highlighter was like OG for me at one stage. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm kind of excited to pick it back up again. Now I like a pretty intense highlight, so I am building this up. So on the inner corner of my eye, just a smidge under my brow bone. And then to finish off with lips, I'm going to be taking the W7 Lip Twister just in the shade Pink. It just looks like this. It is just one of their retractable lip liners. And then taking the Super Kiss lip gloss, which looks like this. It's super iridescent and reflective. I really like that about this lip gloss. And then the lucky last thing I'm doing is finish off with the Fixer Face Spray Long Lasting Makeup Fixer, which just looks like this. Now, in my personal opinion, this is a bit of a rip-off. It's $5 for this tiny little 18ml bottle, or 0.63 fluid ounces if you go in those measurements. So I would kind of steer clear of this because it is a little bit of a rip-off, but I'm going to use it anyway. I've heard good things. And this, you guys, is going to complete my W7 one brand makeup tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe, it really helps me out. Remember, leave your video requests down below because I'll be uploading a ton now. Now that I'm back into my filming kind of routine, I want to get as much as I can out for you guys. Sorry that I was on break for a fair while, but I promise I won't be going on break anytime soon. So yeah, without further ado, I will catch you guys in my next video.